Question 10 then. So Simon's raising money for charity. He designs a game for people to play. There's two fair 5-sided spinners for the game. You spin each spinner once and you win if both spinners land on the same letter. You pay 40p for a game and the prize is £1. So you need to work out if Simon's likely to raise any money for charity with his game. So you need to work out the probability that you get the same letter. So you've got three combinations for that. You've got the probability that you get red, red. You've got the probability you get blue, blue, and you get the, it's letters rather than colours, never mind. The probability you get W, W. So the probability you get red and red, well, the first spinner, you got 3 reds out of 5, so that is 3 out of 5 for this first spinner. Second spinner's 1 out of 5, so you just multiply them together. So the probability of getting red, red is 3 out of 25. Probability of getting B and B is 1 out of 5 for the first spinner times 2 out of 5 for the second spinner, which is 2 out of 25. And the probability again, WW, is 1 out of 5 multiplied by 2 out of 5, which is 2 out of 25. So the probability of getting same letters is, because I don't care which one of these it is, I'm just going to add these three probabilities together, is 7 out of 25. So what that means is, in 25 games, there should be, you'd expect, 7 wins. So therefore, 25 games multiplied by 40p tells you that you earn 10 quid in ticket sales. Oops, that's gone off there. So 25 games, you'd expect 7 wins. 25 multiplied by 40p, because that's the cost per game, earns you £10. But you'd expect 7 wins, so 7 times the price for a win is £1. £7 paid out, which is a gain of £3. So you would expect, so remember to answer the question, work out if he's likely to. Simon should earn money from the game. Done. Question 11 then. Value of a motorbike depreciates by 20% each year, so it goes down 20% every single year. You don't just work it out once and then use that value. So after 2 years, the value of the motorbike is going to be will have reduced by 40%. So that's what he's done, is he's worked out 20% and he's just knocking that off every time. And he's wrong, so you need to explain why. So if you take the value of his motorbike, whatever that is, we'll call it X, and depreciate it by 20%, it means go down. To work out what 20% off that value is, I'm going to multiply by 0.8, because that's 80%, so it's gone down by 20%. After 2 years, so after the first year, it's going to be 0.8x. I want to do that again for the second year, so I'm now starting with the value here and saying, right, 0.8x multiplied by 0.8 should give me 0.64x. So this value here is 0.64x. That is 64% of x, which was my original amount. So it hasn't gone down by 40%, it's gone down by 36%, not by 40%. Question 12. It's quite a difficult question, this, for question 12. So you've got a pentagon split into 5 isosceles triangles. So it's isosceles, so you know that all these sides here are the same length. All of them, it says there, all of the lengths are going to be 6 metres, and you need to work out the area of a pentagon. Now, there's an extra bit of information that you may or may not have come across for this. It's the area of a triangle that you need for this question. Sounds easy, but it's not actually as straightforward as that. You need to do some angle rules. That's a full turn there, so if I do 360 degrees divided by 5, because they're all equal angles, that gets me 72 degrees. So I know that that angle there is 72 degrees. I know that this side here is also 6 metres, so I've got my triangle now. 6, 6, and an angle of 72 degrees. Now the bit that you may or may not know is formula for the area of a triangle. Now usually you'd use half base times height, but we don't have the perpendicular height. You could use some trigonometry to do this, work it out with SOHCAHTOA and work out the vertical height of that, and you could do half base times height. However, there's another way of doing it, which is using a different formula and trig. Half AB sine C, and that only works when you've got an angle in the middle and you've got the two sides that are next to it. So because I've got this V shape here that I'm after, I've got the two sides around the angle that I'm using, I can substitute all these in. So I'm going to call that side A, that side B, and the angle is going to be angle C. So the area of that triangle is half times 6 times 6 times sine 72. Now I can't do that in my head, so I'm going to check on a calculator. Half times 6 times 6 times sine 72 is 17.119. I've just put a few extra decimal places in there to make sure I'm accurate. So that's the area of a single triangle, so I need to do 17.119 multiplied by 5, which is 85.595. Remember, it says one decimal place there, so 85.6 metres squared is my area.